Oh my god, my cactus is shrinking. I'll water that in a minute. Hey guys, today I'm back with another video. If you've never seen my face before, hi, I'm Drew. I'm going to be answering your questions about school-related things. I put a question poll thing, those things, I don't know what they're called, on Instagram, and you guys asked me some, so I'm just going to have a look. First one is, what year are you in and what are your subject choices? This year I'm going into year 11, which is the big year. Yes, I know, okay, it's stressing me out already. I don't need to think about it further. If you don't know what GCSEs are these exams that everybody in the UK has to take when they're 16 in year 11. You do your main ones like science and maths and English, and we have to do our RS now, which I'm not gonna lie is a bit of a bummer because I can't put as much effort into the ones I want to choose. I have to actually put effort into RS because I have to do it, but I mean it's still kind of interesting even though I wouldn't have chosen it for my GCSEs. You choose 4 or like in other cases like 3, it depends. Like that's definitely 3, Drew. It really depends on the way that you work or how many GCSEs you feel you can do, and the 4 GCSEs I chose to take are history, art, drama and Spanish. What's your favourite subject? My favourite subject overall, I really like history to be honest, but at the moment we're doing Power and the People and I really don't like that. I think it will have to be art. I really like drama too, but in drama at the moment I have to do acting and I don't really like doing acting. I prefer to do like behind the scenes sound. I do like drama and I'm hoping possibly to do film studies in A-levels, but it's not really the same thing. So I think I'm gonna have to settle on art. Next question, how do you plan out your revision, if you do any? Hee. Yes, I do revision, and I suggest you do revision if you want to get good grades and want to see as far as you can go, because if you don't put the extra effort in then you're just going to do what you can get away with. So how do you plan out your revision? I am quite an organised person, so like, well, a bit too organised sometimes. I think it's a bit excessive, but you know, I mean it's working for me, so that's fine. What I do is I basically write down everything I need to do and then see the time space I need to do it in. I would suggest for your exam periods that you work like at least 4 weeks in advance, because you really don't want to be squeezing everything into the last 2 weeks because that's just so stressful. Why do that to yourself? You need to be realistic with yourself at how much you can do, and then you need to spread it over the course of time that's realistic. So for me, like 6 weeks is probably realistic to start. But if you want to do, for example, maths, for me, I'm alright at maths, but some things I really struggle at. So if I'm going to do maths, which I don't particularly like doing, I do something like drama with it if I want to do half and half, because drama is like a fun subject and I actually enjoy doing that, and maths I have to do and it's a bit of effort and like it takes some time. Be realistic with yourself, don't set yourself up too high. It's fine, just chill out, listen to some music that you like to listen to while you're doing it. I wouldn't go for ones that have like loads of words that you really like, because then you'll just get really into the song and not into your revision. And also do not watch TV while you're working. Even if you think it's just background, you are not working to the best of your ability and it is literally going to take you 3 times as long. Also try and throughout the year we need to do individual topic tests. Try and make notes then, because then you don't have to make a whole ton of notes by the end. You can just kind of like look at your notes and whittle them down into smaller notes. Those are my tips. How do I plan out revision? I use a notepad and I write out everything I need to do, write out all the days I have, write in what I think will work best together, then draw a little circle, tick it off, and that's the most satisfying thing ever in the whole world. Make sure you tick off what you have done, because you will feel so good and reward yourself. How do you get through nasty comments from people? The best way to deal with it is just to ignore it, because if people want to say nasty things about you, what's the point in listening to it? It's really not worth your time. It's just going to make you feel really bad about yourself, and it's actually really stupid, because What are they getting out of it? Making you feel bad? Oh, well, that's such a great achievement, well done. As long as you're happy with yourself and the situation you're in, then just ignore it and let it go. It's not worth confrontation. But if it is getting to a point where it's making you unhappy every day and people are getting on a bit and saying a little bit too much, pushing it a bit too far past the boundaries, then that's just when you need to just tell a teacher, tell a parent, make sure that they know about the situation. Nasty comments are really not worth the time and the effort thinking over, and that's just the way I view it. You're amazing, believe in yourself, you are 5 golden stars. What are you most nervous about going into year 11? There's many things. I think the most nerve-wracking thing obviously for year 11 is GCSEs, because at my school especially I think they big it up a lot and it's seen as something that is very important and your life depends on it, which, let me just say, it doesn't. You can retake tests. You don't actually need GCSEs for anything really majorly important. If you get bad GCSEs, it is not the end of the world, and so that's what I'm trying to tell myself. Like, it's not the end of the world. As long as you try your hardest, that's all that matters. How do you like to revise, and any revision tips? When I revise, what I do is write all my notes out on the page, because that seems to help, and highlight. Highlighters are literally my best friend. Whatever you highlight will really stick out it sticks out in my brain. That's just something I found that really, really helps me. So I'll write out, for example, like science notes, and then I'll highlight the important bits. And sometimes what I'll do is use different coloured highlighters for different types of information, like keywords or like functions. For my exam, I normally make quick notes, so like things that I've gone through and like haven't fully understood, or like things that are really important to remember, like equations. And then the morning before the exam, or the afternoon before the exam, whenever the exam is, what I do is I highlight through the quick notes, and for some reason it just seems to stick there and it just seems to go on the page. Don't know if that's helpful, but the highlighter maybe my highlighters are magical, we don't know. Everyone has a different way of revising and learning. I was watching this thing the other day and they recommended looking to see what sort of learner you are. It's like visual learner or like kinetic learner. Am I making this up? I don't know. So maybe look up that, see if that helps you out. That's it for this video. I probably rambled on. This is probably going to be the hardest thing ever to edit. Remember to like and subscribe down below if you liked it, and to follow my social medias so you can also ask me questions for videos like this. They'll be linked down below. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye! Okay. Don't even know if you're supposed to water this. I don't want to kill it. Well, that is enough, I think. I'll give you a drop more.